Hey guys, Vigoman here and welcome back to Planet Zoo and to our zoo currently being built, the Echo Zoo Wildlife Park, which I really enjoy. This is episode 2. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't. And today I want to challenge you that if you like Planet Zoo and you have friends that like Planet Zoo, don't be afraid to share my content with them as a way of allowing my channel to grow a little bit, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, guys, feel free to share my channel if you feel like that would be appreciated by your friends. It's really appreciated by me, so it's like a win-win situation. Anyway, today we are going to be working behind the entrance. We're going to be working on the first kind of section that you get to when you get through the entrance area, and also the last area you get to before you leave, because it's very intertwined. And we're gonna add 2 shops, I do believe. One coffee house with some toilets and stuff, and then a gift shop with souvenirs, hats, balloons, all that stuff. It's all turning up pretty cool in the end. I've been having some trouble with planning everything, because I did a master plan before starting this, but apparently it's kind of hard to translate that master plan into what I already have. So hopefully that will work. Let me know down below, guys, what you think of what I have today. I do have a little bit of tea here. It's Friday morning, so I'm just going to take a real quick sip here. That's delicious for my throat. So that's what we're doing today. But next episode, guys, we are going to actually work with some animals to get some stuff happening in the zoo here, because there's not too many visitors now. I totally understand. I wouldn't be here myself if there were no animals, but we are actually starting to do the first enclosure, and that will be for some red pandas. So one of the cutest animals in the game, and I'm super looking forward to that. I'm having some great ideas. It's going to be a way too big habitat, and I think that's what I want to do with this park here. I don't want to do the enclosures so that the people can watch them. I want to build the enclosures for the animals' premises, and then allow the people to watch them from the side in a way. I'm of course going to make it accessible and build some nice viewing platforms and stuff, but first of all, it's going to be a nice area for the animals and a way of conserving them, which is like the main idea for this zoo here, to conserve animals of the kind of temperate area that we are in, like in the taiga and stuff. So yeah, I think that's going to be fun. But what I need you guys to help me with is name suggestions. I did this with my last Planet Zoo series, where I asked you guys for name suggestions, and then I pick one of you guys from the last episode in the new episode when we build. So make sure to leave me some down below if you have any great suggestions. I also want to talk a little bit about my plans and future ideas for this project right here. As I've said, it's not going to be your regular kind of zoo, but I do want to make it kind of realistic, and of course, a place like this has to be built so that guests can come in and like the place and see the animals and use money on this place. So it's going to be like a combination there, but I do want to make it feel like we are conserving the animals. We are really working to get the population, to get those numbers up, if you know what I mean. And to make that, I want to try to go for big habitats that are built within the landscape. I don't want to do too much modifications to the landscape. Obviously, it's a game now, it's all just flat, so I'm going to do a lot of modifications. But I do want to make it look like this island or this mountain, this tree, they were here before the zoo started. And maybe they cut down a couple things. Maybe they have flatten out an area where they can give them food, or add a little pond so they can bathe and stuff. But mainly I just want to keep the landscape, and then just put like a fence around, add some elements like climbing frames for the red pandas, add some enrichment items to make them more happy. But I don't want to flattened area and build like custom fake mountains like we did in my last series. I think that's a different approach to making these habitats, and I think that's going to be kind of fun. I also don't want to go overboard with the buildings. I want to have small simple buildings and make it look like this is not a massive zoo. We talked about this in the previous episode, that I don't want to make it look like this big commercial zoo. It's more of a small one in the middle of nowhere. I think that could be like one of the I don't know, quotes or ideas for this park. It's that the zoo in the middle of nowhere, because as you probably can see from the time lapse, or more from the last one, but I'm going to show you later, it is like in the middle of the mountains, like far away. And I think that could be like a cool like gimmick to have it just in the middle of nowhere, and then built around this lake that we're having in the middle, which I'm gonna call Djupa, which is slightly Norwegian. It's Norwegian, which is altered a little bit, which just means deep. So it's just a deep lake, the deep lake, and that's very often how names are made. They're like, you found what it is, and over time it evolves into something slightly different. So I feel like this could be like a Norwegian park in the mountains, mainly built around conserving animals as a big part of the international conservation plan, and then it's built around this lake Djupa. I'm going to show you a little bit more about this, but there are some amazing views from the entrance area, which I'm really focusing on when I'm building here, so that you can just walk out and you see this massive mountain in the background, and I really want to frame that with how I build this zoo. So yeah, that's going to be kind of cool. I'm going to show you that. And that's something I really like personally to think about. I do that when I build in Minecraft as well. I think about viewing lines. What can I see from here? What do I want to see from here? And what do I not want to see from here? And then I build my builds around that, so that we can... if I want to see this mountain here, I need to make it sure that it's open enough to see it. But if I don't want to see this forest here, I need to close it off. And that's a kind of a nice way of letting your zoo change with what you want to see, and then make it feel a more immersive once you're in the park. So I think that's a little bit about what I plan on doing for this zoo here. I hope that makes sense, all of it. You know, English is not my main language, so can be some confusions there. But anyway, guys, we're gonna continue this time lapse for a little bit longer, and then I'm gonna get to you in the first person point of view, so we can check out everything. So I think this could be a nice place to start. You can't really see this from the time-lapse too much. I lost a little bit of footage from when I was building this, but it's just a little watching area. And I'm going to turn around in just a second so you can actually see what we have, or what I'm talking about when it comes to the views. But we got this little waterfall here. Can I just pause, because the water noise is really making me insane. We got this little waterfall here, and that is kind of supposed to make it look like like a 20-year-old part of the zoo. I talked about this, that I don't want my zoo to be super ultra modern. It's supposed to be both modern, like I think about 30-20 years old when it kind of started as a little bit of a conservation area, and then it has evolved over time to be more and more of a zoo. And some of the features, like this fountain here, with this what do you call that? I don't know. The copper thing, the brass. I don't know. I'm not sure. The green thing, that makes it look a little older, and it's not a style you don't use too much now. We got Echo Zoo written here, and I just love the way the water falls over that and into here. And then we got this little drain here, which is in just actually the can I just get that? Yeah, the air conditioner. So that's kind of cool. And then what I'm going to show you is why I built this here, because if we go around here, this is the entrance, and you walk out here, and then you see this massive mountain in the back. And I just want to kind of keep that. As you walk up, this opens up to you, and then we got this little viewing area down here, so you can kind of see the mountain from here, and the lake, the Djupa, is going through here. And I don't want to overbuild this. We're gonna have some mountains here following the cursor, and here like we build, and of course over here some big mountains, because it is a very mountainous region. And then we are going to have the red pandas is going to be on this peninsula here. So there's going to be a pretty big habitat. I think it's over 1,000 square meters. So a lot bigger than they need to be. But I think that's going to be cool. And we can terraform this very nicely. So yeah, that is that little viewing area right there. Really like how that turned out. Like the landscaping. This is what we're going to go for from like the natural landscape. If we don't like do it a little bit more custom for the habitats. So just a lot of rocks and trees, and more of this Norwegian kind of trees, like the spruce, birch and oak trees. Yes, alright. But again, it's going to be altered a little bit here for the modern thing. So what we got here is the gift shop, which I'm going to show you in a sec. And in the back here, we have just a little staff area, where you can kind of enter here. We got like a container which should be able to be moved through here. I think I measured that, so hopefully we're not getting that stuck here. We'll maybe like some just wear goods and stuff, you know. And it's just like a back area here for the shops. And then I built this thing, like a zookeeper's car, which is just a very slight modification to the Jeep in the game, but I think it works. My local zoo has Jeeps that they run around in or drive around in, and just added this modern planks to it, and I think it kind of works. So I think I should upload that to the Steam Workshop if I haven't, if you need that. On the side here we got this super cool bench area, which I showed off to the Bro Nation chat, and they seem to like it. And it's not functional, it's just for the looks, but it's just a sitting area that kind of wraps around here, and then it wraps around on this side here to kind of tie this whole area together, with some nice bushes. I'm going for more of a wild landscaping, especially on this stuff where it's just like I think it's 4 different plants, and then we got some trees, but 4 different kind of plants. I'm just spamming them kind of over here, trying to make it look like there's no real like structure to it, but it kind of is, because I have selected like these are the plants I can use for these kind of areas, and then this acts as a natural gate, which is going to continue a little bit over here, where we have this little gate to open up for the cars and the staff members. Anyway, let's move on. Let's check out this little fountain I built over here with just like a waterfall fountain. Again, kind of old, I think, but yeah, and the same kind of landscaping on the top here. So that's that. Let's go inside the gift shop here. This is not entirely done because I just had a hard time furnishing this. I'm not sure how much furnishing I will do, but we got some red pandas here, and you can buy. I kind of make this look like small figurines of the pandas. And just like a little shop. It will be functional in game, but doesn't really look too much of a shop right now. But anyway, I kind of like that. So we got that, and then we got like a second floor maybe for some offices and stuff like that, which can be pretty important, you know. And then it's all paths below here, so they can sit here and eat and stuff, but they're not able to use the staircase. They have to use this ramp, but I don't mind that. I think it's kind of cool anyway. And whoops. So yeah, happy with that. Kind of a cool little feature and a cool little shop, modernized shop, and I like that. And then we got this landscaping here. Hello, dude. You seem like you hate your job. I totally understand that. There's no one here. This cool little area here, and then this vines climbing up, and we got the same kind of garden over here, and then some more natural landscaping with some like little hilly area with some trees, rocks, and like some spruce trees and stuff like that. So yeah, digging that. But then we also got let me see here. Whoops. An old planter. This is supposed to be like one of the first planters in the zoo, which called, like says, Echo Zoo. And as you can see, it's a very different very different style from the rest. From the rest that we have, and I kind of like that, but I kind of don't like that. So maybe in the future this will change. I do hope that I can get Mike Sheets to do a garden rescue. He told me that he possibly would, so maybe he can redo a little bit on the facade here, but yeah, it works for now at least. And then we got the Red Fox or Street Fox Coffee House, which is one of my first actual like curved buildings that I've done, and it was kind of tricky because it used to be a circle and then I had to kind of chop to make it work. But it's a little coffee house, modern hipster coffee house, and there's no one working here right now, but big windows so you can see into the nature and the street here. And yeah, I kind of like the way it turned out. And then we got a lot of this back office area. I might bring a path back and do a little bit like staff buildings and stuff in the back here to hide them away. But there's some toilets here. I should probably hide that a little bit more, but I think it also works the way it is. So some toilets and stuff here. But yeah, let's not forget about the main entrance, like the feature here, which is a little mosaic. I suck at doing mosaics, but I kind of did this to indicate the park. There's some nice trees and some mountains and the lake below here. Hopefully this can be redone and make it look a lot better. And then I did these cool planters. These look like the 80s, I feel like. So it's a nice way again to indicate when the park was built. And then there's some nice trees and stuff in them. And the same on this side, and you can sit here. And that was mainly because it was so open here. In the beginning it was very, very open, so it's just a way of breaking up the flatness of this, adding some interest, and at nighttime it is kind of cool because I've added some lights to this, so they kind of light up like that, and also the same thing for the logo down here. So it's really interesting, I think, and the lights just makes it come alive a lot more. But anyway, guys, I think I've been going on for way too long today. So thank you so much for watching. I really do hope that you enjoy this Planet Zoo series that I'm going. I would love to get some feedback down below. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do hope that you enjoyed. If so, make sure to smack that like button. And if you haven't done it already, make sure to subscribe. It's been Viggo Man, and I'm out.